for my mental health as well. I need to cut weight, so running is the best form of cutting weight for me.
How many miles was that, Ryan?
8 miles, baby.
You know what sort of pace you got?
No.
But it was fast.
But it was damn fast.
How you feel?
Amazing.
They say the potential for greatness lies within all of us. But only those who've achieved greatness can attest to the truth. That it is earned through discipline. Every day. No excuses.
You can see it in camp now. No outside noise, no drifting between rounds. Just sweat, focus, and Henry Garcia standing there like a human lie detector. Training with your dad.
All right, Rhino. Ready for the cake.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Discipline is everything. Ryan's super disciplined. One day he says, hey, you gotta cut down on this, cut down on that. It goes down to him and how he's gonna cut his weight and how he's feeling.
Food is damn good. Carlos makes some good food. Weight's coming off, my body's performing well, and we're all doing a great job collaborating together to get the best result possible.
For dinner tonight, we got some real nice beef tenderloin, AKA fillets. Right, got a little mashed potatoes. We got our mushroom mix right here. We're gonna saute them with a little butter. We got our broccoli all blanched off. We're ready to fry everything. You have all the elements that he needs to be a top athlete.
I just monitor my eating, keep assessing myself every time I take a bite, see if it worked, if it was enough, if it wasn't enough, and then make adjustments.
You gotta evaluate yourself and master yourself, because nobody's gonna know your body better.
That changes a fighter. After the Devin Haney fight, something clicked. Not dramatic, more like a reset. This version feels closer to the kid who used to throw that left hook like it owed him money. The twist. He's calmer. Still fast, still flashy, but the movements aren't rushed anymore.
I'm training Sean, and with Ryan, of course, I'm the assistant trainer, co-trainer. But, you know, again, I'm their dad, so it doesn't matter. I mean, you know.
The vibes are amazing, baby.
For Ryan, the truth is it doesn't matter because he's too disciplined to let the weight or the next day weigh-in be a problem for him.
You think it's just a working out thing, but it's more of a mental battle. And Ryan's so accustomed to it at this point that I truly don't believe it's going to affect him in any way. He just has a mission and he knows what he needs to accomplish.
It's pretty much the same process, getting down to 140 and then understanding when you got to make that final cut. You don't want to do it too early because it's tough living in dehydration. That's why you have to pay attention to every moment, how much water intake, just so you can balance and make things a little bit more easier for yourself.
The energy in camp isn't watch me, it's trust me. And against Mario Barrios, that matters. Barrios isn't a highlight reel waiting to happen. He's a problem to solve. Ryan knows one more slip and the narrative turns ugly. So now it's discipline.
You've been with me too long.
Too long, baby. Right now, we're about 3 weeks away, so we're getting ready to hit our peak phase, all the explosive work. We've been doing it 6 years now. So when he comes in, I see immediately where he's at, and that's how we break our workout out for that day.
Pain is, you can't do anything about it. You just have to accept it. The best move you could do is to keep going. If you're gonna stop during the workout, don't work out. Just wait for tomorrow. If your body needs that much rest, then get your ass home and sleep.
Everybody always wants to cut 5 to 10 pounds the last week of the fight, but during that week, you lose your strength. We ain't losing no strength. We doing this the right way. He's eating right, he has nutrition on point, we're doing the strength and conditioning on point, We're way ahead of schedule. We're ready to fight right now if we needed to, and we still got 3 weeks left. That's the crazy part. We're keeping it focused, we're keeping it strong, we're keeping it powerful, we're keeping it explosive. Man, we're just excited for this fight.
If Ryan's camp feels like redemption, across town it feels like strategy with a smirk. Mario Barrios isn't chasing a comeback arc. He's building a trap. No speeches, no nostalgia, just thud after thud on the heavy bag, with Joe Goosen watching like a man who knows exactly what Ryan does well and exactly where it cracks.
This is where the hard work is done, so I don't mind it. I mean, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Just know, like Muhammad Ali said, you know, you hate training, but you suffer so you can live the rest of your life as a champ. So that's why I think every time when I'm tired or anything, I'm just like, let's suffer, come on. It's good pain. Makes you grow. But I don't really get tired though.
Back in Mario's world, the gym is quieter. But don't mistake that for pain-free. Today is strength and conditioning with Coach Tony Brady, whose 2 decades of experience add another layer of expertise to Team Barrios.
This workout's gonna suck today. It usually always does, but I mean, you know, it's the work that's necessary for this fight. I mean, I'm thankful, you know, for Tony Brady, but at the same time, I hate seeing him in here.
Yeah, that Joe Goosen, Ryan's old architect, now sketching blueprints for the other side. That's not petty. That's chess with receipts. Barrios has been through fire. Gervonta Davis tested his chin. Manny Pacquiao tested his patience. You don't walk through nights like that and come out.
Barrios may not be backed by a money team, but his trainer, Hall of Fame tactician Virgil Hunter, helped Andre Ward, Amir Khan, Abner Mares, and others reach stardom, and will bring an edge in experience.
Mario, he's the type of kid that you enjoy coming to the gym for. He understands the importance of coming out and doing a full camp to give himself an opportunity to get in great shape and also to be able to work on some things. You'll make contact with the gloves, okay? Real quick. Okay. That's a tribute to his dedication and desire. It's gonna be hard to count the speed. It's a game plan, simple, win.
He's not the fastest guy in the room, not the flashiest, but he's durable in a way that ruins plans. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Barrios doesn't need to be spectacular. He needs to be steady. If Ryan wants rhythm, Barrios brings turbulence. If Ryan wants space, Barrios crowds the lease. This camp isn't about noise. It's about memory and...
Though as my fighter, I look to win and I predict victory.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes come June 26th to make sure that he isn't successful. It doesn't matter who you are, you know, I'm not giving up this belt.
Then Tim, Desert Storm, Bradley jumps in sounding like he's already shadowboxing in his living room, saying, "I sense a knockout." I'm thinking, okay Tim, say it with your chest. But when he mentions Goosen knowing Ryan's Achilles heel, that's real. That's inside baseball. Bradley says Goosen's holding cheat codes, and he might be right. Then he flips it and starts dissecting Ryan like a mechanic tired of ignoring a rattling engine. He calls Ryan average without the speed and left hook. That's spicy, but there's truth in it. We've seen the upright stance. The chin high like it's sightseeing. The jab dropping low on the return.
Mario Barrios can fight a little bit, fight off the back foot a little bit. You know, he can do a little bit of everything. Counter punch, you know, slip counters, blocking shoots, catching shoots. Like he got a bag. He does. He's average in every single department. Got a really good jab, a hell of a right hand, man. That right hand is gonna be money for him in this fight. I would also say the left hook, to be honest with you. I think one of the most ironic things about Ryan Garcia is you never want to hook with him.
Tim pointing out that Barrios' right hand could be money? Facts. Especially if Ryan keeps posing after combinations like the cameras still on that viral bag clip. But here's where I push back a bit. Saying Ryan's only special because of speed and power is like saying a Ferrari's only special because it's fast. That's the point. Still, Bradley's right about this. If Ryan can't handle a gritty, disciplined fighter like Barrios, the social media shine won't protect the narrative. And when Tim says it doesn't go the distance, I feel that. Not because it has to be wild, but because both guys have habits that get punished. Barrios swells. Ryan leaves doors open. That's combustion waiting on a spark. Bradley isn't hyping drama. He's daring Ryan to prove he's more than flash. That tension makes this fight volatile.
Barrios does have some pop on his shots, and he has some counterpunching ability where I think he can hurt Ryan Garcia. Do I see this fight going a distance? I don't think this fight's going to go to distance. I think there's going to be a knockout in this fight. It's either going to be Ryan Garcia catching him as he's coming in, or vice versa. You're going to have Barrios catching Ryan Garcia as he comes in, or even if he exits.
Right when Bradley's knockout radar starts buzzing, Wade Plemons slides in calm but sharp, like, let's actually break this down. I respect it. Wade isn't yelling, he's analyzing. He calls the face-off respectful but charged. That's accurate. You can feel Ryan trying to balance confidence without drifting into chaos. Wade calls the Raleigh loss embarrassing. That stings, but sometimes you need sting to spark urgency. Then he flips it and reminds us Barrios isn't on a victory parade either. 2 draws, one against a late 40s Manny Pacquiao. That's not dominance, that's survival. When Wade says this isn't a foregone conclusion, that's where it gets real. Neither resume is bulletproof. Ryan's Haney win reversed. Tank loss clear. Biggest clean win, Luke Campbell. Barrios has big names, but mixed outcomes.
Firing back and finds a way to, make sure the gap ain't too far out. So
this is what pisses me off about Gervonta Davis. I was just thinking about this. Gervonta Davis has beaten Ryan Garcia, he's beaten Mario Barrios, and he's beaten Rolly Romero. And the dude can't keep his act together long enough to become an all-time great or one of the greats of this generation in the sport. I think the dude is so skilled, but he's such a up, dude.
He's one of those guys that's going to come to fight, and we're going to have a great one on our hands. So he just seemed like the right person.
So now it's not about greatness. It's about who fixes flaws faster. I like how Wade questions experience as some magic shield. He even mentions Shakur exposing that myth, and that's true. Experience doesn't block a left hook. Fundamentals might. When Ryan says, freestyle with technique, I laughed. That's either genius or chaos in a suit. Wade pokes at that too. Then Ryan talks about Goosen like he's licking his lips at the matchup. That's confidence or playing with fire. Wade asks the real chess question. Do coaches make fighters, or do fighters make coaches? Barrios switching trainers could be growth, or desperation. Ryan saying he knows what Goosen's drilling? That's psychological warfare. But what sticks is Wade calling this legacy pressure for Ryan. That's it. If Ryan wins, doors fly open. If he loses, the narrative tightens. For Barrios, he's tired of being almost in big fights. Now it's desperation versus validation. Bradley senses a knockout. Wade senses tension. I sense volatility. When both admit one punch can flip everything, you know this won't stay polite once leather flies.
A Conor Ben fight, you got to get through this one. And for Mario Barrios, he's had, the resume is phenomenal. Only problem is he doesn't win a lot of the biggest fights of his career, right? He loses to Gervonta, loses to Keith Thurman, draw with Abel Ramos, draw with Manny Pacquiao. Barrios needs that signature win in his career. He has the Ugas win, that's a big one, but Ryan Garcia would take him over the hump. And again, you could say that he and him being the champion, unifications are out there. Rolly Romero is there. Again, Devin Haney at 147. You have potentially a Conor Ben fight for the WBC belt. He can continue to put himself in position for massive.
While Wade's breaking it down like a strategist, Greg Hackett comes in with zero patience and flips the table. Becky Cash asks about Ryan versus Barrios, and Greg basically says, cool fight, but is Ryan even locked in? That's the uncomfortable layer. When Greg says it's hard to take Ryan seriously right now because he's outside the gym doing everything but living in it, that hits. It's not hate, it's accountability. He's not questioning the promotion. He's questioning priority. February 21st is close, and Greg's asking, shouldn't you already be in tunnel vision? That's fighter logic. Then he drops that cold truth. Boxing is a thin line between superstar and forgotten. This sport doesn't do loyalty. Lose the wrong way once.
Focusing on your career, and that's what I was getting ready to say. This fight right here should be just more focused and locked in, because if he wins world champion at 47, and he needs something like that. He never been world champion, right?
No, he's never been world champion.
So I don't know. I think he just hung up on the entertainment aspect of it. And you know, he is where he is. Like, I don't know. I really don't understand it, but I guess he's reached that point where it's hard to tell him. It's hard to tell him because he made so much money, and you know, he is a superstar. You know what I mean?
Now it gets spicy. Greg says if he were Barrios' manager, he wouldn't even want the fight, because beating Ryan right now might not carry full weight. That's wild, but there's logic. If Ryan looks distracted and you beat him, critics say he wasn't focused. If he beats you, now you're just part of his comeback story. High risk, strange reward. But Greg gives Barrios respect too. After Tank, he wasn't expected to rebuild like this. That's real credit. So now we've got desperation from Ryan, validation from Barrios, skepticism from Greg. And sometimes the loudest doubt is the best fuel. If Ryan hears it and channels it right, that's dangerous. If he shrugs it off, that's dangerous too, just not for Barrios.
Comb his hair to the side, clean his face up, and he looked like an innocent kid again. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's hard to take him serious. If I was Barrios, I wouldn't even fight. For real. If I was Barrios' manager, I wouldn't even have him fight that guy. Because you really, like, you beat him, but then it's like, all right, you beat Ryan Garcia, though. He's been beat before, and he's not taking the game serious. He beat you, you just a victim.